Hello everyone. I just wanted to show everyone what I've been working on. This is for my staff decorating. I'm decorating my shop for Halloween, and the colors in the salon are all pink and black. So I saw something like this on the internet and I thought, what a cute girly flower. You take apart, well, they used all black roses from the craft store, and I took them apart and made them a little flatter because I didn't want them quite as big. They have to sit on our desks, so I don't want them too huge. So I thought I'd show you how to do them. So I'm going to cut out the circle on my Cricut. It's just the biggest circle I can cut out of a 8.5 by 11. Alright. So my circle is done. What I did was I took a 12 inch by 12 inch piece of cardstock, and then I measured from here to 12 in a few spots, and then just connected them all with a pencil and cut it out roughly. It's not going to be a finished edge, so it doesn't matter how rough it is. It's just the closest to it, a round edge you can get, the better for yourself. Just move this over so it doesn't get curled. And what I do, I don't know if I'm on camera, let me see, is I'm rolling it around my edge of my desk. And it just makes it a little easier to put it together afterwards. It just softens the fibers of the paper. And the top of the cone is probably the hardest part, just because it's so tight. So just rubbing it back and forth a couple of times works really well. And then all I did was basically roll this up, put a little dab of hot glue, and turn it into a cone. Okay, so then once you've got your cone, let me just do that. This is now my 6th one, so I'm getting a bit better at it. It takes a bit of practice to get it straight. It's going to be covered up with flower petals, so it's not exact, but it does work. Okay, so once you've got it like this, what I did was I snipped into it. I sort of measured, find a spot on your scissors and measure to it. It just makes it a lot easier when you're trying to put it together that it's even. It's not specific, but I do it about 1 inch in, all the way around, about 1 inch along each little tab. And then each one will get folded in. To create something that you can glue it onto the base. Okay, so that's what you end up with. There's your circle. A little bit of this is eyeballing it too. Be generous with the glue because it's not all touching the paper, so it's hard. You can't get your hand inside to guide it and push it against it. So, and then eyeball where the center of your hat is. and hold it there to dry for a minute. While that's drying, I went to the dollar store and I picked up these little bunches of flowers for $1. And they came with a spider and 3 heads of flowers. So 2 spiders and 3 heads of flowers. And I thought, 3 heads of flowers, I am going to be going through a lot of flowers if I use them like they did on the video or on their picture. So I thought, what if I take them apart? So I took apart the flowers and I end up with a whole bunch of little ones, big ones, medium ones. Some of them I cut apart and just used the petal just to fill in. So, but first, before I put on all these flowers, what I wanted to do is I made the cutest little boa edge on it. It was so cute when I did it the first time. I thought, oh, this is definitely the way it's going to be. So basically what I did was I zigzagged the glue from the base to the hat a little ways, and I attached the boa. And I was lucky enough to find these at a dollar store last year. I don't know what I bought them for, but they were in a little package. They were $1, and I got them in purples and white and pink. And I bought a bunch of them thinking I might use them for something. Oh, you never know when you might use something. So they were in my stash, and I had 2 different colors of pink, but I didn't have enough to do all 5 of my staff. So I went to Michael's today to pick up, I'm pretty sure I saw one there. So I went to Michael's to buy one, and they were $4. I thought, oh, well, I saved on the first ones, but I didn't save on this one. The one that I bought today. I used my coupon for something more expensive, so I had to buy those ones full price. Okay, so with this part now, what I did was I took some of the smaller petals just to create a little cover of the top of it. So I'm just basically bricklaying flower petals. Cobwebs, my least favorite thing in the world. That kind anyways. Not so much like the other kind either, but. So I'm keeping my spiders. I'll use those for later on when I'm decorating. But as far as the flower goes, this is what you get with the flower. There's a plastic thing at the bottom that holds on the first 2 big petals. Then there's this cagey bit to make it. I'm keeping that for a project that I'm doing for Halloween. And hopefully it turns out the way I want it to, and you guys will all get to see it, but if not, I'll tell you what it was later. Oh dear. So I just spent 10-15 minutes taking all the petals off of these flowers. It takes about 6 flowers to do 1 hat, and I have vases full of black flowers over there that I bought. Okay. So basically all I do is put a big glue circle, a dab of glue on there, and then I stick on petals. There's no rhyme or reason, I just fill in the space. And then if I have some void spaces where it's empty, I just stick an extra petal in there. It's really not that difficult, but it has turned out quite cool, and I'm very excited about how it turned out. I have to admit though, this is one big project that I've not used as much glue as this in a long time, so I'm going through my glue sticks today. I think I'm on glue stick number 6, but I don't care. I don't use it very often. Because you stick it in the middle, like that, and that puffs it right back up. Alright, now the next thing that I did do, and I bought this at the dollar store also. It was a vine and it had pretty pink flowers on it. So I took the pink flowers. The vine I don't need. And then what I did was I took one of these spiders, everybody's favorite, and I stuck a spider in the middle of the flower. Come on, feathers. I'm going to be breathing feathers in. And then what I did, just to make it flat, I took a pair of pliers and I cut off that little plastic nubby. And put glue on that base. And stuck it on the front. Just have to wait for that one to dry because it's quite a bit of glue on there. With my spellbinders, I cut out 2 pieces of paper, and with my Tim Holtz, what's it called? Tim Holtz Carnival letters. I cut out the letters of the names that I needed. Yeah, I got that at a garage sale. I was very thrilled about it. Oh, goody. Sorry about that. I guess when you cut that off, it falls off. So each